Just saying right now, guys, there is a big chance that I'm going to cry in the middle of the review. Because boy was I crying during the episode, oh boy. Man. But, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on going. Even if the tears just start, flowing and everything. I'm just gonna keep going with the review, man, because this episode, this finale was just... Oh, it was amazing, guys. Oh, man. So, with this finale episode... Oh, man. I forgot your voice trembles when you cry. With this finale episode, Yuri on Ice. I had a feeling. Then again, no, I called it. I did call it, a couple episodes back when I talked about, the title of Yuri on Ice and how I believe it relates in that they're talking about Yuri-O and how it's foreshadowing that he's going to win it. And then a bunch of people commented, they were like, no, that's not what it means, Sloan. No, now's a bad moment to do an I told you so dance. So I'm just going to keep on moving on. And I was doubting myself for a bit because of how incredibly perfect Yuri's performance was. Oh my god. He nailed all of his jumps, man. He did it. He nailed all of his jumps, oh my god. I was so happy. That was the first time he actually nailed all of his jumps for the Yuri on Ice performance, because he already did that with the Eros performance. And there was just so much passion, so much emotion, so much love in that. I felt it, man. It freaking kicked me in the gut. Oh my god. That was one of the most beautiful things I have seen in anime all year. Oh my god, that was... Again, just the passion, you felt it. You felt the passion with everyone's performance, to be honest. Like, Otabek's performance, oh man, that was so intense. I was just, like with the music and his face and how he skated, I was just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen, man? Is something gonna explode? Will there be an explosion behind this? It's just too intense, man. Otabek was fantastic. JJ rose from the ashes, man. It's not like he was really in the ashes, but he was down the dumps basically, and he still messed up in the beginning, but he pulled through in the end. I'm just like, bravo, JJ. It's JJ style, bro. How do you do it, JJ? No, backwards, Jade. I'll get it at some point in my life. Chris, when he saw Yuri's performance, he knew, it was like, damn, I gotta try harder now, because, Yuri, he beat Victor's world record, long-time world record. So now both Yuri and Yuri-O beat Victor's record, and, last week we were all freaking out. We were just like, what does Yuri mean that he wants to end this? What does he mean? And some people are just like, oh no, we're probably just overreacting. What Yuri probably means, he probably means like, no, let's end this. Like, we gotta dominate, we gotta win this. But no, Yuri actually did mean what we were all scared to think about. And that is, he wanted Victor to continue his skating career and Yuri was going to retire. The fact that he said that, I was just like, why would you say that? Why would you want to retire? After what you said to Victor a couple episodes back, why would you say that? And Victor started crying, and at that point, not gonna lie, I wanted to punch Yuri in the face. I was just like, how dare you make my Victor cry? What are you doing? And Yuri, he was pretty much in shock. Like, some people might say that, like, Yuri didn't react to Victor crying too much. He was just like, oh wow, I've never seen you cry before. But personally, I think Yuri was actually really in shock. The fact that Victor cried and everything, like... I'm not gonna edit this review. I'm gonna make this as real and hopefully you guys understand. I'm just a person, man. Okay, other stuff with this episode. Yuri-O, ooh, he just barely won. He just barely. he ended up winning. And Yuri took silver. And Victor was all like, oh no, I'm not gonna kiss a silver medal. But, you know, even though we didn't get the official, we're getting married, you know they love each other. This is good enough. I'm okay that we didn't get an official, wedding and stuff. There's another thing that I always wanted to see, and I never mentioned this in a video, but one thing that I really wanted to see, but I thought I knew this would never happen, were for Victor and Yuri to do couple skating. I really wanted them to do that, but I was just like, oh wait. Couple skating is only allowed with one guy and a girl. It's not allowed with two guys, and it's not allowed with two girls. That's just how it is. But this is the anime world. And in the anime world, you can do anything. So seeing Victor skate with Yuri is beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. It's so passionate, I can't even. I know I'm like repeating my words and everything, just passionate, emotional, so much love. That's all I can think about. That's the only words I can think of. Oh, so much love. And I say that like whenever they're on the ice, they call it love. I know some fangirls are gonna say, oh, so when they're on the ice, that means they're making love, huh? But for real, if we take this seriously, I understand what they mean. The ice is what brings them even closer than ever before. And I guess they're gonna be doing couple skating from now on. Because at first, I thought it was that Victor was going to compete against Yuri because he was just like, whoa, two people beat my world record, I gotta make my comeback. But I don't know how to make my comeback. Yuri, what should I do? Because Yuri is still his inspiration. And so now they're coming together to couple skating and I can't even speak anymore, just this is a terrible review. Who cries throughout the entire review with their voice trembling, unedited, except for the music that you hear in the background? Look like a freaking weeb because I have a giant Yuri on Ice scarf pinned on my wall. Okay, what else do I have on the notes here? I can't believe I'm not editing this. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I pretty much said everything that I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go further. That's stuff that I didn't write down in my notes. Yuri on Ice taught me so many things. You know what? It's just a incredibly directed, just a great. I'm not speaking right. It's directed so well, man. Like the characters, even though they like seem zany and stuff, some seem really tsundere. All in all, they are people. They are, even though some are a little weird, like Chris. He's a little weird. But through his dialogue and through his skating, I know that he is a person. The voice acting is exceptionally just amazing. The voice acting is incredible. I have no problem with anyone's voice that they all pulled through. They took this job seriously, and their emotions reached me. And the whole thing that Otebek was saying during his performance, he said a lot of really powerful things. Some things that he said, he was just so like, I'm not gonna follow anyone else. You live by you. You live in the now. And he's just saying the overall theme of the series. And one thing that I really hate is when the haters come up and they're just so like, this anime wouldn't be popular, this anime would be nothing if there was like no yaoi elements. The only reason why it's so big is because of the yaoi. And I'm just like, fuck you. Fuck you, that's not true at all. If we took out every single shonen yaoi bits, whatever you want to call it, I call it romance. I don't think this is yaoi. I think this is true romance, but let's take out the romance. What do you get? We see passionate people striving to get that gold. We see powerful relationships form. Again, I'm not talking about romance, not talking about romantic relationships. We have great bonding when it comes to the relationship between Yuri and Victor, a great coach and student relationship. The relationship between Yurio and Yuri would happen there. The fact that Yuri, he said in this episode, he was just still like, by Yuri, I'm sorry, but Yurio, what he said in this episode, he was just still like, don't you dare retire, you moron. He said the exact opposite of what he said in the first episode. Oh man, this anime is too real. Definitely going down as one of my favorite sports anime of all time. And the sports genre has just become one of my favorite genres. You know what? In fact, it has now become my second favorite genre, right behind psychological. Because we now see that sports anime can do practically anything. It could be sports action. It could be sports, coming of age story. It could be sports romance. It can do anything. It's not just sports. You just gotta look into it deeper. Okay? And Yuri on Ice, it truly has made history. Honest. It really has. Like, this was just so well done, and you know, it's probably for the best that they didn't get married. Because then this would have been labeled as a shunanai or a yaoi. And they're not trying to label this anime. That's why it's not even labeled as a romance. I mean, yes, it's definitely one of the subgenres, but they're not labeling it as their main genre. Because this anime is about a sport. And in the beginning, all I wanted was for Yuri on Ice to take figure skating seriously, because I always wanted to become a figure skater. And I got that. I think I've talked long enough. I want to keep on talking, to be honest, but I'm starting to run out of things to say, or really, I'm sure I can find things to say, but my mind is just all over the place. Okay. Let me know your thoughts on Yuri on Ice, the characters, the amazing soundtrack, the story, the romance, minus the romance, the sport itself, the setting, everything. Just let me know your thoughts. And for me, a rating, I would definitely give this anime a 10 out of 10. It is a rare masterpiece to come by, and I'm so glad I can say that I lived through watching Yuri on Ice week after week. That is freaking awesome. Also, we crashed Crunchyroll's website. Oh my gosh, were you guys one of those people freaking out for 20 minutes, wondering where the heck is the finale episode? Oh my god, that was just too much for me. Okay. I'm gonna end this. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.